Welcome back to another Spirit Island video. In this video, we'll be playing some Rising Heat into Scotland 6. I'm surprised I don't have this video already done. Usually Scotland is my punching bag adversary, and this is a very good matchup for Rising Heat. So when I was looking through the a list of spirits that I have not done this matchup with, I was just surprised. So okay, starting explore is mountains, and that is probably I think it's probably okay. I mean, we can easily skip this land on E2. We'll create a sacred site there, and then we'll be able to eventually nuke it. A lot of times with this spirit, so if you're playing multiplayer, you're gonna want to abuse the G3 a lot. And that is because you're very starved for energy on this spirit. Now in solo, Gift of Searing Heat kind of solves that problem for you. You really don't need to choose G3 as much because you just pick Gift of Searing Heat that gives you the 2 energy, and then your energy problems are always solved. Um, so I think recently I've been just playing with normal solo rules. I think I'll probably still do that this game. Um, but we'll see how it plays out. So let's start off with G3. Regardless, I'll be picking this growth option, and I'm going to put my presence here in E7. I'm going to get that miner, and I always like doing this. Oh my gosh. These are insane cards. Um, so usually I always do G3 because then I can do something like this and can build a plan off it. Um, so the best card here is Constancy, and that's just because it's just constancy. It allows me to dodge reclaims, and it also has that 0 Earth. I also like Living Energy if I didn't have Constancy, because now that's a way for me to energize myself without using Searing Heat. And then, of course, I get a Defend, and then I get a on-element card that's just great on Rising Heat. Um, you really could go with any of these cards and be very fine. Though the question is, do I want this game to be very degenerate? If the answer is yes, then I'm definitely going to pick Constancy. And have I? I'm trying to think if I've had Constancy. You know what? I'm gonna pick Constancy. I'm gonna pick the good card. So usually I underplay on this turn, but because I picked up Constancy, I'm gonna play that Energy Boon. I was messing around with my settings, and I'm actually really upset because I ended up recording like 6 videos, and realized after someone posted in the comments about the tier list video that the camera angle is wrong. I then was like, oh no, it's probably wrong for all of my videos. So I went through all of them, and I was just really not happy with it. But is what it is. So I basically had to redoing those videos. Okay, so we'll use call on herders. We'll gather this to hand here, and we'll push these and if I wanted to be a little bit more aggressive, what I could have done is try to line try to line up a way to like snipe one of these lands and then create a pocket. But I'm just gonna play it safe. Okay, I can time passes here, and I can choose to grab Gift of Constancy or call on herders. I'll probably grab Constancy because Constancy is a really good card. Because now I can go to do the G2 play. I guess this is the one downside to what I've done is like now I don't have like if I had this presence here in my E4, I'd be able to better deal with this land. Maybe we don't do constancy and we do call on herders. Do something like this. G2 bottom bottom. Go presence. Yeah, we do this instead. Only if this was only possible because of that constancy. So we'll do sweltering exhaustion. This is the power of heat, though. You always have that skip whenever you need it. We could skip that mountain here. And then now I have my herders as well as my innate leveled to deal with these wetlands. So yeah, I'm just in a very good position here. See what that card is. Ooh. So we got Struggles of Growth. I could forget a card to gain energy. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We'll forget Searing Heat. We don't need that card anyway. We'll get 2 energy, and I can move presence around. I think what I want to do here is move my presence over here to this wetland. That's what that top part, and then everything else doesn't do anything. Mountain Ravage, Scotland 6, do our build wetlands, and the Explorer is wetlands again. Ooh, that is nasty. We also got to escalate. We'll escalate over here into my E1. Actually, we'll do my E6. Or, no, E1. Because if this land becomes problematic, that's okay. If we escalate here, then we might have two problematic sands. The reason why this is bad is because now these lands are going to build Scotland 6 and then build. Which could be, yeah, not good. How do I want to do this? So I could do something like Stinging Sandstorm, killing this town using the innate. Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so Stinging Sandstorm, one fear, moving the presence here, killing the town because the town only has one health because of my special role, Blistering Heat. I then have my innate allowing me to kill both explorers and then doing 2 damage to that town, killing the town. So now what I've done is I've created a pocket on my E8. And then I have Call on Herders to gather these 2 Dahan into my E8, pushing the Town Explorer over here. So I've essentially prevented that issue from occurring here, and then that issue will happen here on E4, but then I'll find a solution. And yeah, I mean, constancy, this is like, just shows you just how insane constancy was. Like, it enabled this very broken turn. If I didn't pick up constancy, actually, this game might be fairly difficult. Well, then I had a defend though. It's tough to say. I would have probably grabbed the defend. Okay, so we have to reclaim here. And what are we looking? Well, there's the isolate. So we're just gonna grab the entrap so I can isolate this land and we'll be okay there. Nature's Connection is another amazing card on Rising Heat. And once again, that's just because usually we're energy starved and we're just looking for good zeros. The other 2 cards are meh, but we were looking for the isolate and it was found. So we do constancy, we do our isolate, and then I think we underplay here. We don't play 3 cards because next turn I want to G2 again, getting to 5 plays, and I want to play my 4 cards. I believe that's what I want to do. So I could use this as an opportunity to get more. No, we do this. Yep. So constancy. You have entrap. And I think we isolate like this. If we isolate like this, can I get punished like this? So the reason why I'm isolating like this, I want to pull the blight out in case I get the card that adds an explorer to a blighted land. Trying to think if there's anything that punishes this specific isolate. There's adding adjacent towns. I guess even seek new farmland doesn't even work. Yeah, I don't think there's a single thing that screws up this, but I'm sure there is, and it's gonna hit me here. No, it did not. So what do we get? So we add a beast. Okay. Frontier calls. We get to gather Dahan. Nice. So I can gather these Dahan in. And that was one of the reasons last turn I wanted to do my call on herders play on E8, but it just didn't work out. And the reason why I wanted to be able to like get the Dahan closer if possible. Panic. Oh, that would have solved this land as well. Okay. I don't even think we have a target for it. Technically we do, but okay, so Ravage, Scotland 6. This is isolated, so there's no Scotland 6 on E4. Build wetlands in the Explorer's Mountain. I have to escalate first. I'm going to escalate over here. Then I need to explore. That is isolated, and it'll be 1 explorer. Oh, it'll actually be a town. Yeah, so we'll be able to easily skip that land next turn. Time passes. And I can grab the constancy or I can grab the entrap. Now the question is, we're definitely going to G2 bottom again. Wow, what a degenerate game. This is I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's just usually these Rising Heat games don't look like this. Usually I'm using G3 a lot, but just the power of constancy. We know we're playing these cards. I get 1 more Earth, and I believe it will activate. Yeah, it'll also hit my tier 3. If that is the case, I think I'm still supposed to grab this card and trap. Next turn, I'll be at 4 energy with 5 card plays, 2 through 4. Yeah, and that should be good. Okay. Yep. So sweltering, exhaustion, 1 fear. I can skip a land, skip a ravage, or skip a build. My innate completely covers this mountain, so I don't even need to skip the build there. I guess we'll skip this build. I don't even know what to do here. I'm literally just playing this for 1 fear because in trap, I'm going to isolate this wetlands, gathering the blight out. I'm just trying to avoid, once again, the Scotland 6. And then I have the sacred site here, so everything is -1 health. They'll build a city, but then my innate will kill everything because 2 damage to both towns, 2 damage to the city, and then I'll kill the explorers. So I guess I skip the build here because they'll explore a town, possibly. Yeah, so that's probably the play. All right. Hardworking settlers. Yeah, I mean, that kind of sucks. We get to push 2 to Han again. Um, Trying to think if I want to pick bottom here. I mean, I very well could pick bottom and just get extremely far ahead. If I add the town somewhere, I guess I could add the town here. God, this card's so awful. If I had it here, then they Scotland 6 here. I mean, it's not the end of the world, right? I'm just trying. I just wanted to be able to create a full pocket. I won't be able to do that. Ah, screw it. We're not going to take a cascade. We'll just put the town here. Actually, we'll put the town here, and then we'll push the Dahan here. I'll take the single blight, but then it will clear everything. Okay, so Ravage, that dies. Han dies, so I lose the Dahan off that card. Okay, Scotland 6s, build mountains, skip that build, and there's the Explorer. That was the other thing. If I did not, if I allowed them to Scotland 6, they would actually explore here. So, snowball effect. Okay, the innate here, once again, as I said, kill all of this. Kind of funny, I could almost kill all of this, but I think I want to leave that there. This. That's with my innate. We'll use Stinging Sandstorm, and we'll kill these Explorer. Here is the Gather. It's Gather up to. Okay, and then I have Call on Herders, gathering these 2 Dahan into here, pushing the 2 towns. Then I will push these 2 Dahan into there. This card's very flexible, so I gather up to 2 Dahan. For each Dahan present, push 1 something. So I had 4 Dahan present, so I get to push 4 things. Yeah, push 2 Dahan, two buildings. They'll still build here. I'm okay with that. Then again, I have an isolate, so maybe they won't build. Let's reclaim. Get a miner. Oh god, just all of the isolates. Yeah, I mean, we have Gnawing Root Biters. I mean, these are actually all insane pickups too. I know a lot of people they don't like Gnawing Root Biters, but Root Biters is pretty busted here. As it's a way to control towns, and it has that 0 earth. I also like Mez. Mez is very good. We know we have to play our skip. Play our skip. We'll probably play these 3 cards for sure. And what are we missing here? I guess if I play these. Oh, I'm missing a fire. So no matter what, I can't max this innate, which is okay. We don't need to. We also got Drift Down, which is a nice defend. Honestly, it's probably best if I definitely want to entrap because I want to still create that pocket. I can isolate. I guess I'll have to isolate here, or I would have to play 2 isolates. If I don't play Stinging Sandstorm, I don't even get this graded. I do Mez. Let's see if I do Mez and do these 4. Yeah, and looks like I'm stuck on an energy economy of 4 energy a turn because of the constancy. Well, I guess next turn I don't have to. What does this do? 2 damage. If I do Singing Sandstorm instead, like this. So I could do isolate, isolate. They would give me town, town. Skip, isolate, isolate. And then my innate would kill, essentially, you would kill a city plus an explorer. I'm not excited about it. Yeah, the double isolate is just probably not good enough. I'm probably better off going like this. And I can't play Entrap because the Mez. Yeah, if that is the case, it's actually gnawing root biters here. It's kind of wild. The reason why it's gnawing root biters is because I want to be able to disrupt some towns that are going to build here. Yep. Constancy to energy. We have exhaustion. We're going to skip the ravage here on that mountain. Wow, this is the card I was also talking about earlier, adding a coastal town. What a game. But we'll add that town over here. And we also add a Dahan. Oh, so we get our Dahan back though. That's pretty sweet. We'll put it over here in case we want to get the Dahan events. Your cards. Oh, well, there's the isolate we wanted. We do here. That means we have to Scotland 6 here, which is whatever. And we go town, town. Yeah, it's fine. And that does nothing. Okay, Ravage, Scotland 6 to our builds. And we do know what the Explorer is here. Coasts. I don't know why I waited. This is the it was New Year's Eve last night, so it's January 1st that I'm recording this game. It's a very beautiful game. So we're just completely containing Scotland. So yeah, gnawing root biters, all that value, just pushing those towns in. So. And we'll also use call on herders. We'll gather these two Dahan. We'll push this town in. And then we'll push 3 Dahan over to here. Guess that's fine. Then we'll use the innate. It's going to do 4 damage. And then we'll use Sticking Sandstorm, 1 fear, moving that presence, killing the town, doing that last point of damage. Yeah, I mean this is seems pretty good. We'll reclaim. Getting another miner, looking for a good 0. There it is. I was like, we're looking for a 0 on element, because now I think that means we can just get our innate here. And we'll bring on the pain. Oh no, I think we're a little off. This definitely this maxes the innate because we needed this. But I think they'll have to build and build here. I think it's fine though. Hazard spread. Let's add that beast. Put the beast there. Constancy, 2 energy. Exhaustion, 1 fear. We'll skip the build. Does it have to be invaders present? No. Skip the build here. And then we have call on herders, disrupt. I think I actually got all of my edge case. I think I got everything here. I guess instead of constancy, I could play I think I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to play root biters. I think the only thing that gets me, I was about to say, would be what is it called? The one that increases building damage. Can't that does nothing. Fear cards. Wow, another isolate. Wild. I guess we'll go here. We'll do the mountain. G. Mountain. Oh no. If I do the sands, I'm almost guaranteed hit. But okay, so jungle ravage, jungle sands ravage, Scotland 6, coastal builds. I had this build skipped. This is isolated. The explorer is going to be sands. This is isolated. I do have to escalate. Even if we didn't get that isolate there, it would not have mattered. We have root biters, plus we have call on herders, plus we have stinging sandstorm. So we have 3 ways to kill towns. And then we have that maxinate doing 1. I should probably go slower. So 2 damage to explorers, sure. Then it does 4 damage. So I always put damage. And then I'll kill 2 towns for the fun of it. and then I get to do 1 damage to all invaders. And then remember, all of the invaders in the land have -1 health. So 1 damage to each invader means it kills all towns, and then it will kill both of my cities. That is it. That is GG. Yeah, I mean that was a really good game. Constancy's a good card. I think that's the takeaway. This was actually really fun. I'm glad I picked it up. Just because the Heat games, they tend to look very different than this, and this was a very unique experience.